I think Piyush Goyal, as you know, is a rank-holding CA, and in terms of a smart pre-election budget, I don't think I've seen a cleverer job. What he's very cleverly done is catered to the mass vote bank, the farmer vote bank through PM Kisan. He's catered to the informal worker vote bank through this pension scheme, which looks like a mega pension scheme. They've called it that, and I think in the years to come, this will become a big outlay for the government of India. And he's catered to the middle class's aspirations by proposing tax cuts and a real estate tax break for middle class homeowners with second house. So it's catered to various vote banks that the NDA wants to woo in the run-up to elections. At the same time, by reiterating his commitment to fiscal consolidation, he's made the bond market happy. So it's a very clever budget. There is a little bit of jiggery-pokery in the numbers in between the lines, but that's for market participants like me to worry about. From a political perspective, from an overall stock market perspective, it's a very, very nicely done job by the finance minister.
Your 5 key takeaways from this?
I would say government focused on looking after farmers and trying to winning back a vote bank. India is clearly focused on winning back a vote bank, which seems to have deserted it in the recent assembly elections. Very keenly aware that the middle class is a little hurt by the events of the last 2-3 years, and hence a bunch of tax stops for the middle class which have been proposed. Keenly aware that the bond deals have to be pulled back, and hence repeated reiteration in the budget that the government is a fiscal consolidator. Continuing with the theme of catering to the markets, an indication to the stock market that look, if you have faith in us, we will repay you in the longer run by bringing through measures which will help the stock market. And on the negative side, a continuation of the theme which we've seen in the last 2 budgets, which is the fiscal math doesn't add up, and hence a suspicion. I can't confirm it because I haven't seen the detailed numbers. Hence a suspicion that the government is using off-balance sheet measures to account for expenditures which are not showing up in the numbers. So I would say something like anywhere between 0.7 to 1% of GDP is government expenditure which is not being shown on the government's books, probably being spent elsewhere, say the Food Corporation of India's books or left pocket to right pocket transfers. So the only negative I can highlight, meaningful negative, is the fiscal maths doesn't add up. The rest of it is positive from a political perspective for the incumbent government and more or less positive for the economy as well.